Hi, this is Brandon with Precision Defensive Solutions, and today we're going to talk about firearms handling and probably some other things that we need to consider when we go out to a public range. Stay tuned. So on December 23rd last year, there was what the news called a accidental shooting at Parma Armory shooting center in Parma, Ohio. The one thing about Parma Armory is they've got a lot of safety plans in place, a lot of staff on the ranges and around. So you have to wonder how this actually happened. Well, it's like I say all the time, as much as I want to treat adults like adults around firearms, I keep getting proven wrong. And this is just another case of pure negligence, pure stupidity. And it's something that just absolutely didn't have to happen. And I'm really sick and tired of seeing these things happen. In fact, it really pisses me off. When we watch the video, it looks like there's some people that are having a conversation, whatever. But here's the thing. When we go out to a public range, we need to make sure that we understand where we can handle the firearms and where we can't. And you don't ever, ever listen to me, ever handle a loaded firearm off the firing line or a firearm, period. People make mistakes. And this is a perfect example of pure negligence, and I'm sure it was not intentional, but the simple fact of it is it happened and a mistake was made. In fact, several mistakes were made. So number one, let's look at the rules. We always keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. Now, we at Precision Defensive Solutions have adopted the active self-protection approach of safe direction being in the direction of least consequence. When we watch this video, you're going to see the guy point the gun at his own hand, point the gun towards these two women, and it really shows a whole lot of negligence. Two, when he put his hand over the muzzle, he never looked to check the gun if it was unloaded. So there was mistake number two. And number three, we always keep our finger off the trigger until we've made a conscious decision to fire the shot, which again, he did not do. That finger was on that trigger. He pressed the trigger, and he put a round through his hand into the woman that was standing there next to him, talking to him, went through her arm and into her stomach. There's absolutely no reason for this. Just complete pure negligence. So let's take a look at this video. So we started out watching this video, and these people look like they're getting ready to go to the range or they're just coming out, but they start having a conversation. Now, I don't know if they know each other or not, but this gentleman in the blue, he's talking to this woman in the black jacket and the red, and what they were discussing, I have no idea. But as you'll notice, he starts reaching around and he goes in and he actually reaches in for his gun and he pulls his gun out. And when he does, he muzzles his own hand and points it right at the woman as he pulls the gun out of the bag. We're going to zoom it in here and so you can see it better. But staff gets out there pretty quick. They get out to help them within 8 seconds of the shot going off, which is pretty impressive. So they're having the conversation. He goes in his bag. He pulls the gun out and he's got the muzzle over his hand. And he presses the trigger. You can see it when he pulls his hand back. That round went through that woman's arm and into her stomach. And you can see in his hand where his hand's bleeding. He put it right through the center of his palm. And staff comes out to help him. I'll watch it one more time in slow motion. pulls his hand back. And it takes that woman a second to actually realize that she had been hit. But you can tell that she instantly went into shock because she really didn't have a great reaction, like a very emotional reaction initially. It was almost like, wow, that just happened. In fact, he's got more of a reaction sitting there holding his wrist than the woman did. So one of the things that I really stress in our classes is that we don't try to follow rules. We try to build really good habits. And this is a case that this gentleman had not built those habits whatsoever. You see the results of it. I mean, that is, it could have been worse, but it didn't have to happen at all in all reality. So we try to build those good habits of safe gun handling. We learn them, we ingrain them so that we just automatically follow those rules and we're safe from the get-go. It is so important that we understand when we're using firearms, the safety measures. It is so important that we get out and we get training and continuous training. Not just, but continue on from there. Get intro classes, get pistol coaching, do habits in our brain, and do more shooting under the supervision of a qualified instructor or trainer or coach. I don't want you to go to people that are going out, they like to shoot, so they went out and got an instructor certificate. I want you to go and find the true professionals like ourselves and some others that are in the area. But learn from these people, build those habits, and do it so that you're doing it under a watchful eye so that we can continue safe gun handling so these kinds of things do not happen anymore. Take care, everybody. Be safe out there. Be safe on the range. Be safe around your guns. Be mindful of what you're doing. We'll talk to you soon.